And welcome back, everyone. This is going to be a video showing you my Palworld Endgame Ultimate Base. This is a location that I think is the best spot to build a base after you've hit Endgame, right? When you've already gotten to level 50 and you wanted to do some of the more in-gamey things. There's the base. You can see it's pretty tall. I'll go ahead and give you a quick little statistic. It's 11 floors high total, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna now take you to where everyone else says it's the best place in the game to build a base, and give my argument as to why I think this is actually the best spot, especially for in game. So catch you in a second. So this place that I'm at now is a place where everyone says it's the best location to build a base, and they're not wrong. This is an amazing spot. Here it is on the map. You can see right here, thousands of videos out there on Palworld showing you this spot. Basically, this spot has 8 nodes of ore and 8 nodes of coal. So it is the only place in the game that has that much of coal alongside that much of ore. You can find a lot of other locations that'll have a significant amount of one and maybe one or two of the other, but this is the best spot for a solely mining base. But the reason why I'm going to argue that it's not the best place to build like your final end game base is going to be clear shortly, but I just wanted to go ahead and give you this location so you had it. And now we'll cut back and I'm going to show you the location on a different save file so you can see it without any build. All right? Okay, so here we are on my different save files so I can show you the location of what I think is the best spot for an end game base. It has 8 nodes of ore available to you. Additionally, it has 1 node of coal, and it also has even a stone that you could also have there. But the biggest thing is that it's got this skill fruit tree. Now, these skill fruit trees spawn randomly, in specific locations all along the map, and they cannot be destroyed, cut down, nothing. And they always will have 3 fruits on them, and then after you take those 3, eventually they'll come back. So the fruit tree I think is super cool to have as part of your base. And then you've got the ore and the coal. Now I only have need for 1 node of coal because I have already earned so much coal. That location I showed you earlier, I once had a base there. It was a mining base. I had so much coal that by the time I passed my need for refined ingot and I got to pal metal ingot, suddenly I had so much money. I was buying all my ammo, so don't need any refined ingot for that. And I mean, you pretty much don't need coal after you get up to level 50. So that's why I think this location is the best. Because it only has the 1 node of coal, yes, but it's got the ore, and it's also got the skill fruit tree. Not to mention, this is up on a cliff. It's a great spot I've got raids turned off, but I still built gates and stuff. This is one way that the bad guys would come down that path right there. So you can see I've got the big gate. I got some traps down there. I put some walls up there because sometimes they do come from that way and just fall down off the cliff. So put some walls up. But honestly, I got raids turned off right now because they're kind of janky. But here's the base. You see I've got the wood and the stone production there, right here next to all the ores and stuff. But really, like I said, in the end game, you've probably already got quite a bit of everything you need. So I think that satisfies that. Oh, there's my loading zone, or landing zone, I guess you could say. You can ride in on your big pal. Nice big open doors. Give you another shot looking down there. I do have some weapons around and some traps and stuff, but like I said, the weapons on the weapon defenses and stuff are kind of whack right now. But maybe one day in a future update, this stuff will be cool. There's my wood and stone storage. That's quite a few stacks of each. This video is also to show off my inventory a little bit. Now we'll come over here, show you the minerals. This is going to be stuff like quartz and sulfur, palladium, fiber, also some stone and such in there, coal. I once had a sulfur base. I once had a quartz base, but I only needed to have them active for a day or two, and then I got plenty of what I needed. Oh, here's how I do my food, right? So there's the salad. From my last video, I talked to you about giving them food that increases work speed. So I put only salad at the front, and then I put cotton candy in each spot after that. Now, there's a reason for this, and it's to prevent them from putting the gardening stuff that we make, like lettuce, tomatoes, wheat, berries, from them putting that food into these and then eating the food that we grow. I want them to eat the salad only. So I put the cotton candy in there to keep them from being able to place anything. Here's all my skill fruits that I was telling you about. Because I've been at this base now for so long, I've been able to generate so much skill fruit. I had to make 2 chests to fit all of them, right? But so you can see those numbers there. That's like an epic fruit. I got 9 of them already, so lots of fruits. Here's my chest for all like pal drops, things that when you defeat a pal, they drop it. Some of these items are found in other ways, but this is typically the most common way of finding them. So I got all that. You can see I've got quite a few of everything. Like I said, big stonks on my storage. Here's my gardening area. There's the tree. I told you about the skill fruit tree. It's just right there in the base, and then I put my little ranch right here because, again, this is like the highest point of the base, so the foundation actually won't cover that grass, which is like, okay, perfect spot to put my grazers. In my last video, you saw my grazers. There's where I keep my high-quality cloth and honey that they're dropping. Also, the pals will actually pick the fruit off the tree. You just saw there. They actually put them in the box for me. Got my water things there, like the crusher and the mill. That way your water guy's not having to travel very far. I left everything nice and grown for you. More food. Once again, lots of salad. This is like the main food spot where most of them are eating from, so I always make sure I have a lot of food in there. And then because I've filled up the food storage, they're forced to instead put all of the food that they pick into this fridge. And as a result, my food is instantly being cooled. And because I have my Van Worm Christ on there, he's keeping everything cold all the time, never going to sleep, never stopping but to get a bite to eat, and then he's back at it again. Look at all those cakes too, by the way. 1,300 cakes. Yeah, that's right. I made 1,300 cakes. And that's cakes that I haven't even used. I did so much breeding, I've probably made over 3,000 cakes. But yeah, here's the weapons. You're supposed to like put ammo in a barrel nearby, and the pals are supposed to come and operate the weapon and refill it with ammo in the barrel, but they never do. The weapons are all kind of wacky right now. Got a spa here. I got a little bit of cosmetic flair here and there, but this area is mostly for working, so I didn't want to put too much crap everywhere. I've got everything 3 floors high for the big pals. There's all my ingots and charcoal. You see you got quite a lot of ingot. The regular ingot you need the most of, because especially if you want to like build like cosmetic things, there's so much stuff you need ingot for. I mean, ingot is just, the regular ingot is really what you need the most of. But yeah, all my fire stuff here, the cook stations, the electric station there. We've got the pal table, the medicine bench, all that good stuff. And then here's kind of this is more of like the factory area. I'll show you a little cheeky. Those are skill manuals to get skill points for your tech tree. I've literally just been collecting them now that I've got everything. So when my friends come and play, it'll help them access what they want. You can see that some of the bases built outside of the lines. That's why I just showed you that. A little behind here on the audio, but yeah. But that's okay. I got deterioration turned off, so I can build anything anywhere on the map, and it will never deteriorate. That's my balls chest, full of balls. And then here's all the crafted items right here next to the work machines. You got ammo in there, weapons that I've made, all the decal guns and stuff, rocket launcher. That's the gold rocket launcher, by the way, legendary. I did obtain all the legendary schematics. But yeah, you can see I've crafted lots of everything. You need a lot of this stuff to make items, to build things, to make more balls to catch guys in. And this is where I keep all my... There's so many schematics in the game. I need literally 3 chests for it. This chest has all the schematics for just like the little cosmetic hats. This one has all the different armor schematics that are out there, like the cloth, and the tundra, tropical, the cold resistant, refined, heat resistant pal metal, and cold resistant pal metal, the legendary versions. That's the best that you can get. And then over here is like the helms and weapons schematics. Once again, showing you I've got the legendary schematics for everything. Yeah, so now we'll come over here. You see, got another spa off to my left. Got the monitoring stand there. That's supposed to be pretty good on the next update. More to be revealed. Alright, now I want to take you up to the next floor and show you. This is like the main work floor where all the work gets done. All the pals are down here during the day. And then at night, they come up here. I did a triple stairs for the big pals, and also 3 floors high ceilings, right, for the big pals. So even the biggest pals can travel up here with ease. And I've got the biggest pal beds all spread out across. This is like my little breeding center over here. We've got the breeding ranch, got the statue, the egg incubator, the soul condenser we just saw. And so all your breeding needs and making the greatest pals all available here. I have barely used the breeding setup, though, to be honest, since I made this base, because I used to have like an actual base dedicated to breeding. But no longer needed, as I've bred everything that I wanted to breed. And yeah, so here's more of just where they sleep. Got all the beds spread out real nice. And as you can see, all the beds, they fit within the circle. They're right on the edge, but they do fit. I also like the tall ceilings because you can see what I just did. You can use the grappler and everything. So, pretty cool. Alright, so now you can see here, no pals beyond this point. Only a single staircase and a little door up there. I'm going to now take you. This floor was like the pal quarters, right, and the breeding stuff. And now we're going to get up into the human quarters. Welcome. My character, by the way, I named her Princess. Princess, this is Princess's room. This is where she can get her beauty sleep and keep all of her goodies that she has collected. Got a little bathroom. Nice bathroom, actually, right? Big old bathroom. As a princess should have. A big, glorious bathroom. But what's really cool about this game that I love is that some of these cosmetics actually serve as storage. So you can actually keep stuff in here. So I got all my attack and defense pendants in here. I have fortunately retrieved enough that I've got all the highest level versions of those pendants that are available right now in the game. The +2s. Then also I've got some life pendants and work speed pendants, or pendants of diligence. These are great. These are accessories you'll find throughout the game. You want to use those. Then here in this wardrobe, we've got all of our cold resistant items. But this shirt is actually where it's really at. That's a level 3 cold resistant shirt. You throw that accessory on, and you don't need any kind of cold resistance armor or anything. Same thing here. Got my heat resistant, but also the shirts are where it's at. You could put a one of the blue red shirts, the rare red shirts and the rare blue shirts on as an accessory, and you'd be immune to all weather everywhere you go. I got some rings in here. In here, I've got just my normal outfits that are not resistant to any kind of cold or heat. They're just like regular. So you can see we've got the pelt, and this is the legendary metal outfit. I like it because I think it looks good on Princess. All right, so don't judge me, bro. Yeah, some more rings. A little spot here to keep some of my helms. Got the PAL metal helm there. Not wearing it right now because I got my crown on. I'm a princess. Well, she is, not me. Let's keep the role play separate here. Got all the hats in there, and then just a spot for some more rings if I ever find any more. Rings are kind of lame, resistance, but they're there. Okay, then when you come out here, got a nice little tavern area for when she has friends over. Got lots of tables and stuff. Nice little bar there. Can have some sweet parties in this place. Going for a kind of tavern vibe a little bit, but also like fancy lounge. Got the piano, grand piano there. Got a little study over there that we set up. Pretty cute. And you can see this actually leads right back into the room. There's the bathroom off to the side there. So that's cool. We'll come out here. Boop. Now we're out here on the patio. Going for like the resort vibe. Got the outdoor tables and patios, the fountain, the tiki bar kind of thing. We'll go up there in a second up those stairs here, but I want to take you around this way first. There's the tiki bar next to the spa and everything. Then first I made this a soccer field, and then remembered that I had these giant viewing cages, and I was like, well, I'm obviously going to put those down here. And so I'm just showing off 2 of the other legendaries that I don't have on my team. You can come around here, and it leads back into the tavern. And then there's this hallway here. This also leads out to where we just were. You can go up that way. Again, we're going to go up there in just a little bit. But this little hallway here is like, I'm going for like hotel vibe now almost. Like, you know what I mean? Because this is like the guest quarters. The guest quarters has like its own little like outdoor balcony here, which is nice. and you get a good chance to use like the metal railing too, because some of the end game cosmetics that you get are super random. So I like being able to use the metal railing everywhere. These are my little guest rooms from my friends want to play with me. If I, if I had any friends that actually played Palworld with me, but they could come in here and use this bathroom. Actually, this bathroom is purely cosmetic, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I did a lot of decorating in this game. Get ready for a lot more stuff because this is nothing. This is just like looking cool. This is like practical. Like I got a bed, got some storage in here for them. So if I did actually have like a couple people that I was playing with consistently, they could use that as like their guest spots or anybody. I'm hoping that when the update comes out, I'll be able to turn this into a server that people can actually, like a dedicated server, maybe. But now we got the upstairs, like, tiki deck. You know, got the spa, got a little lounge again with a piano, got the outdoor bar, and some stairways that lead right up the top of the roof. Also, just to show you kind of, we've gone in a big circle here. That's where the guest bedrooms were. Yeah. So now we're going to come up the stairs here to the very top of the roof. And this is just another reason why I think this is one of the best locations to build an in-game base. The view. Look at that, man. You can see everything. You can see this awesome shot of the tree. Bro, when the sun is setting in this game, it actually looks so good. Like, got the mountains there, that futuristic, like, destroyed city. Like, I just think this is such a great location for the base. The views are awesome. But there's one more stuff I want to show you about the base. I want to get into a little bit more about the actual foundation. Earlier I mentioned how this base is technically built on two different foundations. One is like the lowest foundation, and then the other one is like a wall-high foundation. So I'm going to get up here on Jetragon. We're going to come down here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So what I want you to look for is where the metal walls meet the stone floor, okay? In some cases, those metal walls are on actual stone foundation. And in other instances, the metal walls are actually on a stone roof, which is on a stone wall, which is on a stone foundation. And you can sort of see that here. You see that gap? That small gap in the wall there? You wouldn't notice it unless I pointed it out to you. But yeah, so that's how I did it. And there's like a little trick where you can, to get them lined up really nicely, you like build stairs down off of the higher foundation, and then you try to line up a foundation next to the stairs, and then delete the stairs, and then build stairs up from that bottom one. And it looks like they just like go just boom right next to each other. You can even see here. You go ahead and land into the landing zone, and I want to show you just another example of what I'm talking about here. You can sort of see it, but see here, if I stone roof, stone foundation, right? So that is where the line is. And you can see, I mean, look, they go right next to each other. I mean, you can barely tell that there's any difference. But by doing it this way, though, what I ended up accidentally creating was a series of catacombs down like below the floor of the first floor of the base. So I was like, well, I'm obviously going to make a dungeon. And so here's the dungeon. I had so much fun making this. It's also kind of like a maze. So there's like different routes that you can take to get through. Got like I tried to make like little jail cells. Like little oh, this is the foundation, right? That's not a stone wall. That's the higher foundation that's going right up against it. You see what I mean? Some jail cells there. Got lots of growth happening. I like to give the windows so you can like see through the windows and like see like other places. And you're like, oh, maybe I need to go there. But yeah, just like a dungeon maze. Just literally, this is all just cosmetic. I made a human cage as well, like a jail cell for actual people with like a bed there. And this is what's really cool, right? So I made this little door. Okay, there's another cage. Right on the line too. And come out here, and I covered it up in a way that it's like a secret entrance to the base, right? So like I just was imagining like if this was a dedicated server and you had like two different like teams and they wanted to come over and like sneak into our base, they could like actually like find this like secret way to get into the base without having to like deal with all the external stuff. Just thought that was cool. Yeah, so that is the base, man. That's it. That's everything. You've seen it all. This is it from high above. Big old monster. I kind of call it the compound is what I usually call it. It's a giant base. It's got everything you need in it. It's got the 8 nodes of ore, but of course I've covered some of them up, so I'm just doing 3 nodes of ore, 1 node of coal. A beautiful view, truly amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the base. Um, this is the location on the map, so that if you want to build a base here, you can. Yeah, so now I'm going to give you a little tease into the next video. Yes, that is a village. I built a village in Palworld. Catch you next video.